Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about biochemistry and biophysics for first year post basic BSc nursing. As you all know that your examinations are very near. Yes, no? For that purpose, you should know first subject orientation. If you are going to study means you suddenly are going to study the particular subject, it is very difficult to continue the study. For that purpose, first we should know the subject orientation, which means we should know thoroughly about the syllabus of the subject. Let's start. For that, we should always prepare the syllabus orientation. Yes or no? For that purpose, we need to know about the syllabus briefly. In that, mainly first thing before going to the study, each and everything, which means first you study the first few pages, means how many chapters will be there, what are the important content will be come from the particular unit, what is very important, which question they can ask for a long essay, which questions they can ask for a short essay. Like this, first we need to have a blueprint in our mind, then we can start the study. Means that is little bit easy to study and you can able to complete the entire syllabus easily before the preparation. This much you have to do. But if you are blindly going to study the particular subject, it is very difficult to study and it is very difficult to complete the syllabus. For that purpose, you should know about the subject and syllabus orientation. Now we can move towards the syllabus orientation of biochemistry. See, for the first year post basic BSc nursing, we have two subjects. One is biochemistry and biophysics. Togetherly we will study this subject, but the QP code is different, which means the question paper code will be different. Means we have a different question papers. Biochemistry paper will be different and biophysics paper will be different. That we can discuss in the last part of this video. So completely watch this video for the brief introduction of question paper. And meanwhile, why we need to study like this means we can able to split the subject and we can able to cover the entire syllabus. That is very important. First, we know why we need to study biochemistry. What is biochemistry? What is biophysics? When it comes to biochemistry and biophysics, why it will be important in nursing? Why we need to study the particular subject? When it comes to biochemistry, okay, bio means biology and chemistry means the chemistry. There is a relationship between the chemistry and biological. Okay, which means the chemistry we are going to study in a biological process by including the principles of our chemistry in the human life. Okay, which means we are going to study about the digestion and absorption of many things we are going to study in this particular subject. By studying this subject, we can able to give a treatment for the particular problem in a human healthy life. For that purpose, we are going to study this biochemistry. Then next we are moving towards the biophysics. Same things here also. In the biophysics, we are going to study by including the principles of physics in a biology, which means in a human life we are using this physics principles to study the human process like cell and their molecules, same like what we will study in the biochemistry, right? Same like that only we are going to study in the biophysics only, but we are using the principles of physics in the biological life, which means human living life. Now we can start with the first unit of biochemistry. Okay, don't be confused. Now I am discussing only the biochemistry. Later we can move towards the biophysics. Okay, now we are in the first unit of biochemistry, that is what? Introduction. Okay, in this introduction, wherever you will go, in the first we are going to study about the introduction regarding the particular subject, right? Here we are going to study about the importance of biochemistry in nursing, why it is very important, why we need to study about this, and regarding the study of cell and its various components we are going to study. Yes or no? Cell is one of the important topic we need to study in the first year post basic BSc nursing in biochemistry. For example, when we are going to study about the cell, no, we are going to study what is cell. Okay, in our living organism, cell is the major structural and functional unit of the body, right? Already you people know about this, and we are going to study about the types of cell, then various components of cell, and what is the process will taken place in the cell. Okay, which means digestion and absorption, everything we are studying in this particular topic. Means only in this particular topic we are going to study about the introductions, what it is. That much we are studying in this first unit. That is all about the first unit. Now we can move towards the second unit. Second unit is water and electrolytes. That is nothing but fluid and electrolytes what we are studying now. That only we are going to study here in the second unit. When it comes to the water and electrolytes, we are going to study about the sources of water, then which means and along with that the functions in the human body, why it is very important, why the electrolyte and fluids are very balanced. If it is any kind of imbalance will be there in this two fluid and electrolytes, what is the conditions we can able to expect and how it will be result, and what are the sources of electrolytes, why they are very important. This much we are going to study. Students, listen, whenever we are studying this particular unit, you just see the main headings, okay? According to that you study and you can able to write the same things in the examination, means you can score better in your exam. The next unit is the third unit, that is enzymes in the biochemistry, okay? In this unit mainly we are going to study about the enzymes and their mechanism of action, factors affecting the enzymes activity in the human body, and moreover we are going to study about the diagnostic applications, precautionary for handling the specimens for enzyme estimation, what and all this study, which means what and all the diagnostic things we are going to do and how we are going to handle the enzymes during the diagnostic applications, and digestion and absorption. This is very important in this topic, particular topic. You just remember you have to study this particular topic, the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, proteins and fats, various factors affecting and influencing the digestion and absorption, and we are going to study about the malabsorption syndrome also in this particular unit. Listen, in this particular unit you have to focus on carbohydrates, proteins, fats, digestion and absorption. Make sure keep write in our note and write about the digestion and absorption of carbohydrates, proteins and fats, okay? Daily you study this one, okay? Then only you can able to remember, recall it, and you can exhibit in your examination paper. That is very important in the third unit. The next unit is fourth unit, that is what? Carbohydrates. In the carbohydrates mainly we are going to study about the catabolism of carbohydrate for the energy purpose, okay? Means here we are going to study about the absorption and digestion of the carbohydrates, how it will be absorbed in our body, how it will be digested in our body. These are all the things we are going to study, and moreover we are going to study about the oxidation of mitochondria, and we are going to study about the fats of glucose in the body and how it will be stored in our body, means the storage of glucose in the body. Here mainly we need to focus the storage of glucose, means we need to study about the glycogenesis and neoglycogenesis, glycolysis, and regarding the blood glucose and its regulation, and glucose tolerance test, hyperglycemia, hypoglycemia. These are all the things we need to study in this particular unit. Meanwhile, the important thing is the glucose tolerance test, like that, and this glycolysis, neoglycogenesis, these are all the cycles. You should write in one particular notes and keep on working on that. Otherwise, it will not able to write in the examination. It is very difficulty to study. That's why you should write and study this particular content. This is very important topics in the particular fourth unit, that is what? Carbohydrates. This much clear, right? Next we can move towards the fifth unit, that is what? Protein. In the protein we are going to write about the amino acids, hormones, essential amino acids, then biosynthesis of the protein in the cell, how it will be synthesized in the cell, and role of nucleic acid in proteins and synthesis, nitrogenous constituents of urine, blood, and their origin, urea cycle, this is very important, urea cycle, and uric acid formation, the plasma proteins and their functions. These are all the things we are going to study in this particular protein, okay? That is what? Fifth unit. In the fifth unit we are going to study about the proteins. Mainly we are going to focus on the plasma proteins, their absorption and digestion, the metabolism in the cell. These are all the things we are going to focus in this particular fifth unit. Next we can move towards the sixth unit, that is what? Fat. The fat is very important unit. In the particular unit, mainly we are going to study about the biosynthesis of fats and their storage in the human body. Then role of liver in fat metabolism. Okay, this is very important. You have to study about this particular point. Role of liver in the fat metabolism. Again, it will come to the digestion and absorption of the fat in the body, and the role of liver, how it will be work in the liver, the fat how it is going to be stored in the liver, and the metabolism takes place, the fat metabolism takes place in the liver, and the biological importance of lipids and their functions we are going to study here. When it comes to the fats, mainly we are focusing on the cholesterol and lipoproteins and their sources and the functions, their distributions, and the blood level and metabolism. Means the cholesterol, how it will be distributed in the blood level, and the metabolism of the cholesterol we are going to study in the fats, and mainly we are going to focus on the ketone bodies and their utilization in the interrelationship in metabolism and cellular control of metabolic process, which means how it will be taken place inside the human body. That is the thing we are going to study in this particular 6th unit. The next unit is 7th unit. This is also very important unit in the biochemistry for the first year post basic BSc nursing. Here we are going to study about the biomedical waste management. Listen, biomedical waste management, why we need to study? We should study this topic because we are going to work in the healthcare sector, right? For that purpose we need to study this one, means how to handle the biomedical wastes. Okay, if you're not having a knowledge regarding the biomedical waste, it is very difficult to handle the things in the hospital sector. If you are not having a proper knowledge, you are not knowing the principles of biomedical waste management, you can able to get the fine or penalty from the higher authority in the hospitals. Okay, for that purpose, otherwise the main thing is if it is not managing properly, it will be affected to other persons also. For that purpose, we should know the color coding of the biomedical waste management. These are all the things we are going to study briefly. Okay, means how we need to segregate the biomedical waste in the hospital sector, chemical waste, the laboratory waste. These are all the things we are going to segregate, right? That is what we are going to study in this particular 8th unit. Here itself your biochemistry is going to be over. Next, the section B. See students, in section B, we are going to study about the biophysics. Why we need to study this particular subject means we are going to study the principles of physics relating to human life. Okay, in a living matter we are going to study, we are going to use the principles of physics and we are going to study. That is very important to know, and we can able to use in this X-ray sections. Means we are going to use the particular subject in the diagnostic application. That is the main intention of this subject. That is why we are going to study this subject, and we can able to treat the patient by knowing the knowledge of biophysics. That's why we need to study this one. This is also very important to pass the examination. For that purpose, you need to know the syllabus orientation regarding the biophysics. When it comes to the first unit, we are going to study about the introduction. Again here in the biophysics, we are going to study about the introduction of the biophysics, which means the concepts of unit and their measurements and the fundamental and derived units and the length and weight and mass and time we are going to study. And the next unit is vector and scalar motion. Okay, in this particular unit we are going to study about the speed and velocity. Okay, the principles of speed, velocity, what is the SI unit of the speed, acceleration. These are all the things we are going to study. Why it is important in nursing, why we need to study, what is the advantages, disadvantages. These are all the things we are going to study in this particular unit. The next unit is third unit. Okay, in the third unit we are going to study about the gravity. Okay, in the gravity we need to study about the specific gravity and the center of gravity, why it will be related to living organism, how it will be important, why we need to study this one. And along with that we are going to study about the principles of gravity, then effect of gravitational forces on human body. Without gravitation we can able to survive on the earth? No, right. For that purpose, we need to study this chapter, and the principles also it is included in this particular chapter. These are all the things we are studying in the gravity. Okay, the next unit is fourth unit. In the fourth unit, we are going to study about the force, work, energy. Okay, in this we are going to study about that units and measurements, how we need to measure the force, what kind of unit we are, means SI unit we are using for the force, work and energy, the principles of energy, the principles of work, and the different types of forces of the body, then static force, the principles of mechanism, friction and the body mechanics, then simple mechanics, body mechanics, traction. These are all the things we are going to study in this unit, and we are going to study this one and application of these principles in nursing. Okay, whatever we study the principles regarding the work, force and energy, no, we are going to use this in the nursing. The application, that is very important. Whatever you will study in the biophysics, you have to study about the application of particular topic in nursing. Okay, better you write whatever they will ask also, you just add this heading and write down the what are the applications, why we need to use this one. That purpose you have to write in the particular question. The next unit is heat. When it comes to the heat, we are going to study about the nature and measurement of heat, and that how it will be transferred and the effects of heat, and we are going to specify that the specific heat temperature scales, then regulation of body temperature and uses of heat for sterilization purpose, why we need to use these kind of principles, means related to heat. Okay, the principles related to heat, why we need to use in the nursing. That is what the application of these principles in the nursing, that is related to heat only. Okay, that these are all the things we need to cover in this particular unit, means we can able to clear the particular syllabus and we can able to get a good marks in the examination. The next unit is sixth unit. The sixth unit is that light. Okay, light is also one of the important unit. Under this unit we need to learn about the laws of reflection, focusing and the elements of the eye, then defective vision and the correction, which means myopia, metropia. These are all the things we are going to study. When it comes to the light, we are focusing on the eye related disease condition and the lenses, everything, and the uses of lenses and the application of principles regarding light in the nursing, and meanwhile relationship between the energy, frequency and wavelength of light, then biological effects of light, use of lights in therapy. These are all the things we are studying in the light. The next unit is seventh unit. In the seventh unit, we are going to study mainly about the pressure. Okay, here we are going to mainly focusing on the atmospheric pressure, means the type of pressures, the atmospheric pressure, hydrostatic pressure and osmotic pressure. In that mainly the question will come, they will ask like this. Okay, the difference between the atmospheric pressure and osmotic pressure, or the difference between the hydrostatic pressure and osmotic pressure. Like this they will ask. Okay, the next thing is measurement of pressure in the body, atrial and venous blood pressure. Okay, in our body also blood pressure will be there, we are going to measure, no, for that purpose we will study here only. The next thing is ocular pressure and intracranial pressure, then application of these principles in the nursing. Whatever the principles regarding pressure will be there, no, that we are going to study, and we are going to include the principles in the nursing and advantages, everything we are studying in this particular unit. The next unit is sound. Okay, in the sound mainly we are going to know about the sound, frequency, velocity and intensity, vocalization and hearing, the noise pollution and its prevention, uses of ultrasound and application of these principles. When it comes to the sound, mainly we need to focus on the frequency, velocity, intensity of the sound, why it will be very useful in the nursing. Okay, which means the applications of sound in the nursing, and mainly we are focusing on the things like the noise pollution. Okay, that is very important in this particular unit, the noise pollution and the prevention. Okay, whatever they will ask regarding the noise pollution, you write like an essay. Okay, they will ask like this only, short essay, like this form only we will get the question right. Whenever they will ask regarding the noise pollution, first you write the introduction regarding the noise pollution, then you write the definition, then after you go and elaborate the information regarding the noise pollution and you write the prevention. Okay, focusing these areas, you will get a better marks. The next unit is 9th unit. In the 9th unit, we are going to study about the electricity and electromagnetism. Okay, this is the very important unit. Here we are going to study about the nature of electricity, voltage, current, then resistance and their unit flows of electricity in the solids and electrolytes, gases and vacuum, electricity and human body, which means we are going to study the physics related to human body, right? Here we have some different diagnostic studies, means we are going to do the ECG, EEG, EMG, ECT, MRI, like this. How we are going to do this one? By using the electricity, yes or no? How it will be related to human body, that is the things we are going to deeply study in this particular unit, and how we are using the application of electricity and electromagnetism in the biophysics and in the nursing. That is what we are going to study. Yes or no? We are using the electricity to do various kind of scanning, ECG. These are all the diagnostic studies, right? That is the why we are going to study this unit in the particular subject. The next unit is atomic energy. Okay, this is one of the minor topic and we are going to study, means autumn everyone study by 10th itself, yes or no? But we are having the continuation of this particular topic, that is what atomic energy. Here we need to study about the structure of atom, then isotopes and isobars, the difference between the isotopes and isobars, then radioactivity. When it comes to the radioactivity, we are using this one in diagnostic studies like X-ray and all, what is the limits and instruments used for detection of ionizing radiation in X-rays, everything we need to, how it will be work, how we are going to use the principles of this in particular nursing. That is what we need to study in this atomic energy unit. Now we can move towards the 11th unit. The 11th unit and the last unit of the biophysics is principles of electronics. In this particular unit, we are going to study about the equipments we are using in the healthcare. Okay, to diagnose the things, we are using various kinds of equipments that will be run by the electricity, by using the electricity. That is what we are going to study, the things, the electronic equipments used in the patient care. That is what we are studying in this particular unit. This is all about your syllabus review of biophysics. First we discussed about the biochemistry syllabus. The last we discussed about the biophysics syllabus. Okay, this much unit you have to study in the biophysics, right? Once you clear these topics and you can able to know the important topics in the each and every unit, yes or no, then you can able to study wisely by using the important questions. You can score better marks in your examinations. Up to this we had discussed about the syllabus review of biochemistry and biophysics. Next we need to move towards the question paper pattern of the biochemistry and biophysics. Students, don't be confused. In the biochemistry and biophysics, the subject is same. The duration of the examination is 3 hours, but we are going to attend 2 different question papers in the particular 3 hours. Okay, don't be confused. In the same 3 hours only, we are going to write the 2 paper, which means the biochemistry is different paper, the biophysics is different paper. In biochemistry, we are going to write the question paper for 38 marks. Okay, the examination is for 38 marks. Don't be confused. Only the biochemistry come for a 38 marks and the biophysics will come for a 37 marks. Total marks of the subject is what? 37 marks. Okay, don't be confused. The different question paper, both the subjects are having a different question paper. Okay, now we can move towards the question paper pattern of biochemistry. Okay, this mainly I will tell you the total maximum marks of the biochemistry is 38 marks. Okay, in this the first main of the biochemistry question paper is like this, the long essay. Okay, they will ask long essay. Okay, in the long essay they will ask 2 questions. In that they will give a choice. Okay, they will give a chance to you to choose the particular question, whether if you are comfortable with the particular question, okay, you know better answer regarding to next question, you can choose the first question. Okay, like that you can choose. And if you are getting a good proper answer, if you know a proper answer for the particular question, means you can choose that question. Okay, like that they will give a chance. Okay, in the long essay we have 2 questions. In that you need to choose only 1 question. Okay, you have a chance to attend only 1 question. In that also, that question carries 10 marks. Okay, you need to explain each and everything. Okay, now we can move towards the short essay. In the short essay we have 5 questions. In that also they are giving a choice. We need to answer only for any 4 questions. Okay, each question carry 5 marks. In this particular main we can able to score 20 marks. The next is short answer. Okay, here we have in this entire question paper we have only 3 mains, that is what long essay, short essay. Already this 2 part was finished. Now we can move towards the short answer. In the short answer we have 4 questions. This is very important main. You should not miss any questions. Okay, attend all the questions in this particular main. Later we can discuss about how to write the answer and all after this session. The next thing is what? Short answer. When it comes to the short answer we have 4 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. In this particular main we can able to score 8 marks. Okay, now we can start with the long essay answer writing pattern. Okay, when it comes to the long essay, already I said that in the biochemistry paper we have a choice. Only 1 question we need to answer. That question also carries only 10 marks. Okay, 10 marks you can able to get in this particular question. When it comes to the 10 marks we need to write lot of answer for this 10 marks. Okay, should not skip any kind of things here. Okay, when they suppose they are asking about digestion and absorption of the carbohydrates, like that, or any cycle they will ask, glycolysis, glyconeogenesis. First you start with the introduction. Okay, first you write introduction, then definition, then you start the particular topic. Don't write any kind of unwanted stories in the examination. Be clear in that. You have to write the entire answer in the point wise. Should not write as a paragraph and all, because the evaluator will not able to see the what you are writing in this. Okay, that is the thing. That's why you should write in the point wise. Use some bullets wherever you require. That there you should add some particular diagrams. Okay, and use schematic representation wherever they'll ask for types and all. Use some charts. Okay, in that charts whatever the things you are going to write, you just write and end with a small conclusion. Okay, this will help you to score better marks in the long essay. Okay, now we can move towards the short essay. How we are going to write the short essay? Particularly focus on what they have asked. Okay, should not write any kind of other things or other unwanted stories in the particular main. What they are asking, suppose they are asking type of carbohydrates, okay, or any other things they will ask, means you just only focus on that and use some schematic representation. Okay, that things you make you to get a good marks in the short essay. In that also we need to only answer for 4 questions. Each question carries 5 marks. Here we can able to get the 20 marks. Okay, this much clear now. Now we can move towards the short answers. Okay, short answers means we will get the 2 marks for each questions. Here we need to answer for only 4 questions. Do not skip any questions. Okay, this is very important thing. Do not skip any kind of questions in the short answer. You can make better score in this particular main. You can able to get a proper marks in the entire paper. Okay, that is very important. Should not avoid any kind of questions. If you are not knowing also, just try to write regarding something else regarding the particular question. If you are left any kind of questions, they will think that oh, the student should not know anything else. They will give 0 0 0 and they will not, which means if you are writing in a very messy, okay, use some good handwriting, good font, which means little bit brighter you write this answer. Okay, use some big fonts, which means the answer writing handwriting should be little bit big. Okay, like this kind of things you have to use in the examination writing, means you can able to score better score. Okay, For that purpose, I told you the tips regarding the examination. Now we can move towards the biophysics. Still now we had discussed about the biochemistry question paper and answer writing tips also. Now we can move towards the biophysics. In the biophysics, nothing is there, only a slight changes will be there. Don't be confused to biochemistry and biophysics. Okay, when it comes to the biophysics, the examination question paper pattern will be like this. We have to write for 37 marks. Okay, the maximum marks of the question paper is 37 marks. In that we have 3 mains, long essay, short essay and short answer. Okay, only the slight changes I will explain you now. Don't be confused. When it comes to the long essay, here we have 2 questions. In that also they will give a choice. Okay, any one questions we need to answer. In that question carries 9 marks. Okay, in biochemistry there is a long essay for 10 marks, but when it comes to the biophysics, it is for 9 marks. Okay, only 1 marks difference will be there. The next thing is what? Short essay. Okay, when it comes to the short essay, here also we need to attend only 4 questions, but they will give 5 questions. Okay, which one you know better, that questions you just first attend. Okay, means in this particular main, each question carries 5 marks. We can score 20 marks in this particular main. The last is what? Short answer. Okay, in the short answer we need to attempt 4 questions. Again and again I'm telling you, don't skip any questions. Okay, if you know or if you know or not also, you just write simply whatever you know regarding the particular question. Okay, just write and use the schematic representation here also. Okay, suppose they are asking about the difference between the osmotic pressure and atmospheric pressure. Okay, just do 2 columns and write point wise. Okay, should not messed. Okay, that can able to get a better marks in the examination. Here you can able to see the previous year question paper of biophysics. Okay, in this also they will ask like what are the factors. Okay, like that they were asking, means use some particular schematic representation to render your answer in the answer sheet. Okay, maintain a proper handwriting. Okay, this is what the pattern of biophysics. In short answers, there is a tip you to use to get a better marks in the short answer. Means what? You have to write your answer. Okay, you can see here in the previous year question paper, they will ask like the uses of ultrasonic waves in medical practice and write a short note on pulse oximeter, or else they can ask the types. Okay, like this only they will ask. Okay, for that purpose you just write at least half page answer. Okay, you should not write what they will ask like that only. If you want to go and write a short note on pulse oximeter, first you write what is pulse oximeter and uses of pulse oximeter. Otherwise you use a heading, advantages of pulse oximeter, why we need to use, what is oxygen saturation. Like this you elaborate the answer in the 2 marks questions. Okay, if you are not at all writing 1 or 2 lines, means if you're writing like 1 or 2 lines, you'll never get a good marks. Okay, they will give half marks or 1 mark. Okay, you can have the chance to fail in this particular examination. For that purpose, don't be lose any kind of marks, should follow the rules. Means you have to attend all the short answers. If you want like this kind of exam preparation videos, the links are given in the description box. Go and check out in the Nursing Guru application.